That was a hot mess inside a dumpster fire, inside a train wreck.
President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden just finished their first presidential debate for the 2020 election, and the reactions are horrific. Many online are saying that this debate was a disaster for the candidates, moderator and Fox News anchor Chris Wallace, and for the country in general. Veronica Backer-Peral and myself of Election 2020 took a minute after the debate had finished to recollect our thoughts.
You know, this is one of our first debates, or at least not one of our first, but definitely one of the first that we can really remember. I mean, I remember the last debate. I can vaguely remember Obama, Mitt Romney, but I don't really have that broader context to understand how crazy this is, which I think is sad. I think it's sad that this is our first, for a lot of young Americans, their first impression of what a presidential debate looks like.
I think, like, here's a guy who knows when it's time to end the conversation. Unfortunately, like, he just let the conversation go wherever it pleased him, and I felt like we didn't even know which segment we were on. Nobody knew what they were supposed to be talking about. There were points where, like, Chris Wallace was giving, like, each of the candidates pointers on what they were supposed to say. It was not a good night.
The debate suffered multiple instances of candidates interrupting each other.
I'll tell you what, somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing. This is a left-wing problem.
White supremacist. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got to be
not
kidding.
malicious. That's what his FBI.
Personal and ad hominem attacks.
With you,
go ahead. Wait a minute. You get the final word.
Well, it's hard to get any word in with this clown.
And a lack of discussion on actual policy despite the 6 agreed-to segments on issues like the COVID-19 pandemic. Some unique highlights included Trump failing to condemn white supremacists when given the chance.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
Are you
I'm
prepared to
do
specifically
that,
do it?
Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it.
Biden saying that the Green New Deal, which he does not support, would pay for itself.
The economy.
I mean, the Green New Deal and the idea of what your environmental changes will do.
The Green New Deal will pay for itself as we move forward. We're not going to build plants that, in fact, are great polluting plants.
So do you support the Green New Deal?
Pardon me?
You support that?
No, I don't support the Green New Deal.
You don't? Oh, well, that's a big statement.
And the two candidates generally getting into bickering matches.
Personal attacks on Joe Biden's son, I think, were, and the whole night was filled with personal attacks. But that in particular felt especially cruel, especially targeted and out of place.
California got some attention during the discussion on climate change, in which Trump attacked the state's forest management and encouraged the idea of forest cities while denying climate change.
California's burning. California's burning. If that was cleaned, if you had forest management, good forest management, you wouldn't be getting those calls. You know, in Europe, they live their forest cities. They're called forest cities. They maintain their forests. They manage their forests.
Like, I think the big meme of the night was forest cities. And I had no clue what he was talking about when Trump said that.
Biden, meanwhile, promoted his own climate plan.
To cheaper than or as cheap as coal and gas and oil. Nobody's going to build another coal-fired plant in America. No one's going to build another oil-fired plant in America. They're going to move to renewable energy.
For Veronica Backer-Peral in Los Angeles, I'm Cristobal Spielmann in Nashville, Tennessee for Election 2020.